Hi guys, welcome to my channel. How are y'all doing today? So here today on Abby the Witch, we are going to be talking all about the witch's devil. Now this video is actually going to be a VR to Jasmine Ambrosia's video, The 4 Seasons of the Devil. In her video, she talks about her personal gnosis of the witch's devil and what he is to her, as well as a little bit of history on the witch's devil. She also talks about the 4 seasons and how they're associated with the devil, and 4 colors that go along with that as well. Now, Jasmine has talked several times about the witch's devil. She works with the witch's devil just like I do. She's talked about this in many other videos as well as some live streams, but this video of mine will be a VR specifically to her Seasons of the Devil video, and I will link that video down below in the description. So let's jump into everything that Jasmine said and my 2 cents on the witch's devil. So Jasmine starts out with a little bit of history of the witch's devil and how it derives from more traditional and folkloric witchcraft. There are many stories and lores about the witch's devil. Now in these different stories, the witch's devil is depicted differently and presents himself differently to different witches or people. He might present himself as a folkloric spirit or even a pre-Abrahamic god. Pre-Abrahamic gods were deemed evil, deemed as devils by the church, supposedly, just because they are not Christian and they are not of God. So they were deemed the devil or evil. So there's just a little bit of history for you that Jasmine talked about in her video about kind of where the witch's devil came from. Each witch that works with the witch's devil has a different relationship with the witch's devil. Some feel that he is a lover. Some feel that he is parental. Some feel that he is familial. Some feel that he is a friend. She personally views him as, in her words, the craft incarnate, which I think is very cool. Basically a manifestation of witchcraft itself. She talks about Baphomet and the image of Baphomet and how this could be a face of the witch's devil. She talks about Baphomet and everything he symbolizes, which is that balance. And I'll get more into that because I definitely agree with that. So now let's kind of get into what the witch's devil is to me and my personal gnosis of the witch's devil. I really resonate with most of what Jasmine said. I completely agree with the fact that witches who work with the witch's devil, we all have different relationships with him. He presents to us differently depending on how we understand him and can perceive him the best. I also personally picture the witch's devil as this half man, half goat, a horned god, a beast that manifests himself in the outskirts of the woods or other liminal spaces and tries to pull you into knowledge and truth. To me, the witch's devil is the pagan god. He is the universe. He is Pan, he's Baphomet, he's Set, he's Satan, and many other names and faces. This beast that appears in the woods to me in my visions is simply how he presents to me, but maybe he presents very differently to you. He's also appeared to me as a black serpent. I believe this black serpent was the same serpent that's in the Garden of Eden. I believe that this serpent is the same serpent that's associated with Lilith. You see lots of snakes that are depicted in the occult in general and paganism in general. So that black serpent to me is the witch's devil. That black serpent to me is that balance in the universe. That black serpent to me is that black flame or truth and knowledge and your pure creativity coiled up inside of you that's waiting to unravel itself. Hence why I say don't forget to follow the snake in pretty much all of my videos at the end. So again, she mentions Baphomet and everything he symbolizes. As above, so below. male and female, spirit and earth, gnosis and science, destroy and create. This to me represents the balance of the universe, or balance in the universe. So yes, I completely agree when she says that Baphomet is a face of the witch's devil. To me, the witch's devil is that balance. Therefore, I think Baphomet absolutely is a depiction of the witch's devil. Jasmyne then goes on to talk about the 4 seasons and the 4 seasons of the devil and the colors that are associated with those seasons. Now, I had never even heard of this concept until I watched her video. I've always thought of the witch's devil as this way. I've been working with him for a while now, and you know, I've always thought of him as the turning of the earth. I always thought of him changing with the turning of the earth. I always thought of him as the seasons. The witch's devil is the changing of the seasons. I guess I just never really consciously thought of it as the seasons of the devil. I don't know. I just never really heard of this, and it makes so much sense. That's what I basically have been doing this whole time. The different colors, I guess specifically too, I've never even really thought of that. So I thought it was really interesting. The 4 colors she mentions are gold, green, red, and black. So she talks about gold first, the gold devil, and how she feels this is associated with spring. She associates that gold color, the gold devil, as the sunlight, the lengthening sunlight, the light bearer. So this could be Lucifer even. I agree with her. I pictured like glittery gold sun rays pouring over the earth. I pictured the gold devil as the sun, basically, and the lengthening of the sunlight. Some witches apparently view spring as the green devil and gold as the summer devil, but it makes more sense to me that gold would be, the gold devil is associated with spring. That just makes more sense to me personally. But I totally get why someone would think that the green devil is associated with spring. Green and gold kind of just go with that time of year, spring through summer. So, you know, I totally get it. She then talks about the green devil and how she associates that with summer. She pictures the green devil as this antlered spirit that lives in the woods, as Pan. I totally agree that it's associated with summer, and I think of it as the earth itself, and the earth in its greenest state. I even think of the Green Man. Now, I know the Green Man can be more associated with springtime and Beltane and things like that, but again, this time of year, it's just like when it's warm and when it's lush. I think of the Green Man when the forest is lush and thriving. That's how I picture the Green Devil, as a lush forest and the lush green earth. The Red Devil is next, and she associates this with autumn time. The infernal lord, Satan, blasphemous things. I feel that this devil can be represented by witchcraft itself, specifically necromancy, as this time of year the veil is at its thinnest. And that kind of leads us into the next concept, which is the Black Devil. She associates this with winter. She associates this with the devil that you would meet at the crossroads to make a pact with, to make a bargain with. And I feel that this devil is depicted as death, maybe even the Grim Reaper, death energy. It's kind of connected to the fall to me in that, like, you have your necromancy and then you have death itself in the wintertime. Now, death doesn't actually mean physically dead. It can, absolutely, obviously, but death can also mean endings, an ending to something. Death energy can be darkness. It can be shadow work. So that's how I view the Black Devil in the winter time. That dark, cloaked figure that can help you through your shadow work, that can bring you death energy. So she finishes it off by saying that all 4, yes, might have different energies or different faces, but they're all for the witch's devil, okay? And all 4 of them instill fear and ecstasy. Now, not fear like scared for your life, not that kind of fear, but maybe like a primal fear, wild and untamed. To me, the witch's devil might make you tap into a more primitive side of yourself, but at the same time, show you the truth and give you knowledge. And there's that balance again. So this was my VR to Jasmyne Ambrosia, and this was my take on the witch's devil and the 4 seasons. I hope you enjoyed. If you work with the witch's devil, let me know down below how he presents himself to you and if you associate him with the seasons or any of these colors. That's all I have for today. Until next time, I hope you stay very well, and don't forget to follow the snake. Love you. Thank you. Bye.